What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about consumption over production. So a lot of people in the world, including myself, ends up finding themselves in this loop of you want to produce a lot. That could be results, or that could be, money. It could be content. It could be really anything, right? You want to produce, right? You want to put stuff out in the world. You want to be better, right? You have an area or a time in your life where you're like, I need to go to the gym, so I need to produce some type of results, right? And then you have another side of you that's like, I want to consume so much. So that could be, I want to consume a lot of social media. I want to consume a lot of food. I want to take up a lot of time doing something that, I know I shouldn't give that much time to. People are always in this constant battle of consumption and production. People want to produce results, or people want to make a lot of money, but they also like to consume, right? And the thing is that you got to be able to either find a balance, or you got to find a way that you're producing a lot more than what you're consuming. I think one of the key things that whenever people are going through life, people are trying to figure out what they want to do in life, is that they want to just consume a lot, right? They want to take in a lot of things that's already going on in society, people that, things that you see in the news, things that you see in the latest trends, things that you see, that's just going on around you, the people that you interact with, right? You're always consuming, but you're never producing, right? Or your produce level is super, super low. And what you got to understand is that in life, if you want to be successful, or if you want to be someone, or if you want to, get to a certain level, you have to find a level of producing. Producing can mean helping somebody out in the street. Producing could mean that, you're just being a mentor to someone. Producing could mean that you're just being able to be in a position where you're bettering yourself. It doesn't always have to be something super, super magnificent. It could be literally you just going to the gym, working on your body, and then you go home and you eat right. You're producing the right results. You're going to produce the right things that you want to do, right? And what people end up doing is that they want to consume a bunch of, reality shows, that they want to consume a bunch of social media. They want to consume a bunch of movies. They want to consume. Let me just take in everything is going on in the world. But what you have to understand is that everything that you're consuming, someone else produced. Right? Someone else is rather making money off of what you're consuming. Someone is already being successful based on what you're consuming. Even me making this video, I'm producing something, but you're sitting here and you're watching it. You're consuming more entertainment, right? You're taking in more time out of what you could be producing for you to actually consume something else. And what you have to understand is that every day you have a produce and a consumption level. Did you produce more today, or did you consume more today? That's how you kind of got to think about it. Overall, you'll see it in your lifestyle. Do you consume a lot more, or do you produce a lot more? And I'm going to keep saying that because that's the whole point of the video. So many people in this world are so used to just consuming that they don't know what it's like to produce. They don't know what it's like to start something. And it doesn't always have to be some type of, when I say produce, it could be like you starting a business. It could be you going on a jog. It could be you, trying to interact with family more, so that you're spending more quality time instead of just wasting time, right? It's really just finding the alternate of what you're already doing. If you're lazy, laying in bed, get up and go produce. Go run, go to the gym, go eat better, right? If you're already in the kitchen, you're cooking the wrong food, you eating out a lot, you're consuming a lot of the wrong food, but you could be eating better and consuming better, right? And that's the different levels to it. It's like, what type of stuff are you consuming? It's one thing to consume a lot of entertainment or social media, but is it motivational? Is it mindset? Is it going to help with your career? Or is it stuff that doesn't matter and it's the latest trends, right? What stuff are you consuming? What stuff are you out here putting your time into that you shouldn't be putting that much into? Are you out here working hard and trying to work overtime in your job, so that's where your time is going to? Or are you out here clubbing and wasting time with friends? Like, where is your time going to? What are you consuming so you can produce? What are you working on so that you can actually be able to be some type of value in people's lives? And I think that's one of the key things that people don't understand, is that you're literally trying to find that balance every single day. You're trying to find that balance every single year, And what people end up doing is that they stay in this place where they're just so used to consuming. People stay in this place where they're so used to consuming that they don't know what it's like to produce. They don't know what it's like to start producing. Produce something, start something. Get out of your comfort zone. Go clean up your room. Go clean up your bathroom. Go clean up the house, right? Get out the house at that. I mean, who knows what that production really looks like for you? But go do something productive instead of consuming everything that you see around you, you know? And it kind of goes back to my video where I'm talking about being able to think for yourself instead of thinking with society, where literally people like to think, with society standards. Society standards is we're going to give you a bunch of stuff, we're going to feed you a bunch of stuff, and you're going to consume it, and that's who you are. When you have your own mentality and your own mindset, it teaches yourself what type of person you want to be, how to be productive over consuming so much, how to be able to impact people, right? You got to learn how to be able to find the balance. Production over consumption. That's what you got to learn. You'll find out that with producing, you'll actually end up feeling more impactful, right? You'll feel more motivated to actually want to go out and get what you want to get. When you're outside and you're taking a walk over sitting in bed, eating Cheetos, watching a movie, or whenever you're at, you're out at your job and you're working hard instead of trying to just lay in bed and feel lazy, you feel more productive to want to get out and be better. You feel more productive to say, okay, look, I did something that I can say, like, I accomplished that today. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. And yet, people that are out here also want to do stuff, but they're going to sit back and they're just going to complain, they're going to consume, and they're not going to have any type of direction in their life. But for you want to go out, you want to produce, you want to impact, you want to help people. And that's what makes you different from other people, is that you actually are producing. You're not just sitting there consuming everything else that's going on in the world, And if you're a producer, props to you, because so many people in this world are going to be able to impact or be impacted by people like you. People that want to go out there and produce something. This video, me producing this video for me to impact even one person. People need to hear that, people need to hear what I'm saying. And if you're going to be in a place where you think that, what you produce won't have any type of results, or what you produce isn't going to be worth it, that it doesn't have any type of value, then you got to understand what you're consuming. Maybe your consumption level is not matching what you want to produce. You can't talk about mindset if you don't have a good mindset. You can't talk about how to be fit if you aren't super fit or super active in the gym. You can talk about, having blank, blank, blank if you don't have blank, 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 right? You got to understand that what you're taking in and what you're consuming is what you're going to produce. It's what is going to create the person that you actually want to be and what you actually want to do. So if you're going to be someone that wants to produce, that wants to put something out, that wants to actually take your life to the next level, then consume the right things. And I personally believe that as you start going through life, you start gaining different knowledge, you start gaining different wisdom, it's good to pass that on to people that may not have that yet. Being able to tell people, like, look, this is what can happen, but this is how you can overcome it. This is how you can dodge this. This is how you can be able to make sure that you maneuver out of this, right? Some people, they don't have that type of instructor or that type of person that can be able to pour into them the right way, right? Giving them the right consumption. Some people grew up in the wrong areas. Some people grow up in a bad mentality, in a bad family, with the wrong group of people. So they're already used to taking in so much consumption of the negative stuff that you need someone that's produced something that's going to pour into them in the right way. That's going to pour into them, telling them what they need to do, what they can work on, how to improve themselves. Because the thing is that with people, and this might be you, that you have that person that's like, man, that person really changed my life. That person really poured into me and gave me the right things that altered my mind. You might also be the person that's like, I'm looking for someone that can actually help me get on the right track because I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I'm been in the wrong circle. I've consumed the wrong things. You got to be able to produce so you can impact. And that's why I believe that, whenever you start actually, going after the things that you want to go after and trying to impact the people that you want to impact, then it's going to actually teach you how to be able to, be more involved with society in the correct way. So, yeah, y'all, consume the right things. You know, what are you consuming? What are you taking in on a consistent daily basis? And then really start moving from there. So that's really all I got for y'all in this video. Like the video, share this video, and until then, y'all, I will catch you in the next video. Go on.